Hey guys, so today we're making chocolate covered strawberries. Well, why should you make your own chocolate covered strawberries? Well, first of all, you can make them however you like. Whether that's milk chocolate, dark chocolate, you can use sprinkles or decorations, but they're also really fun and really easy. They only take about 10 minutes to make and they're way cheaper. You can make your own chocolate covered strawberries for about 30 cents per strawberry instead of about $2 to $3 per strawberry. That's a big difference. Well, let me show you how. Don't worry, this looks like a lot of steps, but it's not. We'll walk through each one of them together. But make sure that you do get your ingredients before we get started. I'll show you that first. You'll want to get out all of your ingredients and set up your cooking space. I have a couple examples of ingredients I like to use, but you can make them differently or choose what you think is best. There's a ton of different varieties out there. So let's take a look at what you should get. So, of course, you need to get strawberries. I recommend getting about 2 pounds of strawberries. This will make about 24 strawberries, and I counted the tiny ones as 2 for one big one. Then you want to get 1 7-ounce cup of dipping chocolate. I'll show you mine. Some options are sprinkles. The supplies you need to get out are a spoon, wax paper, and a small bowl. That's all you need. Okay, so step 1, get out your ingredients and supplies. Let me show you what I got out. So I have this little box that I'm going to put my completed strawberries into, but wax paper, really simple. I also got this little pack of sprinkles. I'm not going to use them all. And then I love this baker's dipping chocolate. You actually make it in the bowl, so it's really easy, and the mess is barely any at all. Then I got 2 pounds of strawberries from the store. Just a little reminder, here are the strawberries we're making. They look so tasty. Okay, let's move on. So, step 2, you need to set up your cooking space. This is really important that you have everything set up before you start to heat the chocolate. Okay guys, so I've got about 1.5 feet of wax paper out. Definitely get out a little more than you think you need. You don't want to mess with it later. Then these strawberries, you have to clean them before and make sure they're really dry. I have a plate with a spoon so I can take my spoon from my chocolate once it's hot and have somewhere to put it quickly. Sprinkles, anything small you want to put into cups. Like you can see the bigger ones, I'm just going to put 3 or 4 on a couple strawberries. I also don't plan to coat them all. So think about how many you want to coat and make sure you fill the bowl enough. But again, make sure those strawberries are super dry, and this is everything you should need. All right, next up. So we're going to heat up the chocolate. Let's do this together. It doesn't take long. It takes me maybe a minute to heat up the chocolate. Let's do it together. All right, guys, so first thing I want to remind you, wash your strawberries, make sure they're clean, make sure they're dry. That's going to be really important. I am going to take off my jewelry, and I'm just going to kind of move it out of the way. Then we're going to start by heating up the chocolate. Everything is prepped just like we talked about. So these are super easy. I love these baker's dipping ones because you don't have a mess. So you're just going to peel off the top and make sure all the plastic is coming off. So let me show you what's inside here. So all the plastic obviously doesn't all come off, but I get most of it. And these are just like those little chocolate chips things, those melting chocolates. So you can get other things. You can get these and cook them on the stovetop with vegetable oil based on taste, but I really love these. You also take the lid off and leave the lid off. We're going to pop these in the microwave for 30 seconds, and then I'll come back and stir it for you. So let's take a break and put those in the microwave for 30 seconds. All right, guys, so I'm going to go grab those out of the chocolate. We're at our first 30 seconds. So you will see not very melted from the looks of it. Have your spoon ready. You're going to turn it, just kind of try to get some of the stuff from the bottom. The reason I do this is because you don't want anything to burn, and you can kind of see in there a little bit some of that bottom's melted. But that'll just kind of keep it pretty even. So we're going to do another 30 seconds. I'm just sticking this over here. So let's go for that. Hold on. Here goes. All right, guys, I'm grabbing those out of the microwave. We've only done 2 30-second runs. Might take a little more for you guys, but I doubt it. Kind of depends on your microwave.
stir it up. What they're saying is they want most of the chocolate melted, but they notice once you start to stir it, it all melts together. So everything goes really quickly. I am just going to use the lid they gave me to set this on so it doesn't hurt my countertop.
It's time. The time has come. We're going to dip our strawberries. How to actually chocolate cover your strawberries.
I want to pull all the stuff off the spoon so we're not wasting that. And we'll start dipping these together. But the big trick for these is just dip it in. I'm not going to worry about perfection, but scrape the sides at the bottom and that tip there so that you're not wasting any. And then there you go. Okay, so we're going pretty quickly. We're going to start just dipping these in. I will do some more decorative ones with some of my bigger ones, like you can see this one here. I don't love doing sprinkles personally, just because I think it kind of gets clumpy. You can swish it around in there. Don't hover it over the bowl too long, so you can see little bits drop off. Not the end of the world, it's just sprinkles. But it works with the little ones as well. Mind your fingers, this is kind of hot. And again, just to get these to go a little further, I recommend going ahead and scraping off the bottom because nobody sees that anyway. And you, more chocolate then. Who doesn't want more chocolate covered strawberries? You can see on some of these, I'm not going quite as far. We are gonna add to this guy here. I'm gonna put it where, we'll do that one in a minute. So, also your strawberries may not be perfect. Like, these are not the freshest strawberries, unfortunately, way to go, Walmart. And you won't notice. So if your strawberries aren't perfect, that's okay. Cover things in chocolate and you're good. These would be good for probably about a day. You can refrigerate them in an airtight container, but they will kind of get that condensation on it. So it just depends on how you want your strawberries. Personally, it doesn't bother me. I don't mind it. When they're not as good is when they end up with little kind of mushy white things on it. That's when I probably would just avoid them. And if you leave them out instead of refrigerated, they can just get really mushy. So we're gonna try this one in here. Again, I don't really like doing the dipping like that, just because the sprinkles are kind of messier, but it does look pretty. So it's just what you're going for. My husband doesn't care, so for him, we're not gonna worry about that, but we're gonna do some more sprinkles. We are sending some of these to his teachers, to my little guy's teachers. They're super easy to make and super cheap. So let's do some more together. Okay, we're going quickly, but it is fun. And you can do these with your older kids. My guy is probably a little tiny. He is only 2. It depends on how your kiddo is following directions, but we are not going to be dipping strawberries together this year. Maybe next year. But it is really simple. Like you see, you don't need a lot of things. So it's just kind of fun. I'm going to show you with these. So I'm just going to take a couple of these little hearts and pop them on there. You can see I didn't put them in a bowl. And we're going to do that with the next couple here. I kind of like it with the bigger ones for these big things because it just it holds it a little better and nicer. Just something more to put that on. And if you end up with chocolate everywhere on your strawberry, you don't notice. So these cute little things, I think they're pretty cute. You can almost bury them in there. I like to do the little strawberries too because they kind of seem to go a little further for me. Let's see here. I'm gonna keep adding on some of these. I didn't get a red one, but that's okay. And you can see it melts on there super quick, so you're gonna wanna be fast with those. I'm over that. So we are just gonna dip these bad boys and I'm gonna try to make it go as far as we can. This will do almost all of this, I'd say. It's not too bad, but we're gonna go for some of the little guys too. I like the little ones personally because it's more chocolate to strawberry ratio. So it is just what you prefer. Some people absolutely love those big giant strawberries. I think they're harder to eat as well. You can just pop these right into your mouth, which is awesome. Like that one bite of amazing deliciousness.
Okay, I know it's grueling, but we have to wait for our strawberries to set. Yes, the chocolate has to harden. All right, guys, so here are the strawberries we just dipped. These are gonna be awesome. We are gonna let them sit for, well,
We can do about 30 minutes to an hour, or we have another option. You can put them in the fridge for 15 to 20 minutes if you want to speed along the process. That is up to you. I think they look awesome. So let's wait.
Yes, the time has come. Our strawberries are ready. Time to enjoy our tasty treat.
Yum! Oh yes, our chocolate-covered strawberries are beautiful, but they're even better to eat. And I have told you guys to enjoy your strawberries, so I'm going to do that too. Mmm. Let me know what you guys think down below. Can't wait to see yours. Bye!
Okay, guys, so there's a lot of different ways to store your strawberries, but I wanted to give you some ideas. So take a look.
So, what are some options for putting our strawberries away and storing them? So, I like these little Chinese food containers from Valentine's Day. I got them at Walmart. Thought they were cute. They're all over Amazon and stuff too. I just line them with wax paper just to avoid them sticking, since I am going to leave mine overnight and not refrigerated. If you want to refrigerate or just store in airtight containers, these are actually Chinese leftover containers. So those entree meals you get, I like them to give away, and you can just write Happy Valentine's Day on them, which would be kind of cute. You can also use little cake wrappers or whatever you think. They're super easy to store. They're always better if you eat them the day of, but you can let them sit overnight. I recommend letting them sit out, or if you're going to eat them at home, you can refrigerate them. They're great cold, but they will end up with condensation, so they won't travel as easy. So those are my options for storing. Let me know what you guys choose.
Make sure you share a picture of your strawberries in the comments down below. I want to see what you made and how awesome yours turned out.
Alright guys, last thing I want to show you is the mess and the cleanup. So I had a couple dead strawberries. That means they just were maybe a little rotten, and I just didn't even want to use them. They weren't even that good. And this little thing, just pop it all in here. You will have a little bit of a mess on your countertop, like maybe some loose sprinkles, but other than that. So with these, I'm just going to take these and these and these, scalding hot water, and it will come off super easy. Put the top back on my sprinkles and add it to my little baking cabinet. And that is it for your cleanup.
I really hope you liked this video, and I can't wait to see your strawberries down below. Don't forget to share with me so I can see what you made. I hope to see you guys again soon, and keep an eye out for more fun hacks and things that you can do with your kids and make together. It's always fun to get a little bit messy, isn't it, parents? Bye, guys. Don't forget to subscribe below.